If you've always been a little confused when your dance teachers tell you to stack the rib cage, then I want you to keep watching this video because that's what we're talking about today. What does this cue actually mean, and how do you actually stack the rib cage while you're dancing? There are so many other things to be thinking about when you're dancing, and this cue often comes up when we're talking about balance. So instead of balancing with your chest forward or back, or with your butt out, or slouching and riding your shoulders, we're trying to stack the rib cage right over the hips, shoulders in line with the hips. So I'm making one straight line through my body. And to help you learn what stacking the rib cage is, I have brought out my trusty little skeleton man who doesn't have a name yet. I need to figure out a name for him. If you have ideas, leave it in the comments for me. But anyway, this skeleton is gonna help me show you exactly what we mean by stacking the rib cage. So you can see that our skeleton has a spine here in one straight line, right? So normally when we're looking from the side, we have a little bit of a curve through the upper back here. Our hips naturally sit back just a little bit because we have a little bit of a curve through the lumbar spine that curves inward. And what happens with a lot of dancers is we really give into that arched back, abdominals, core forward sort of posture, that anterior pelvic tilt. But it's a lot harder to balance there than it is to be in one straight line. So I want you to think about, let's put his arms into first position here, okay? See how he is in one straight line from head all the way to the hips, and then even down towards the knees. His knees are, well, a little bit forward. He could come back here just a little bit more. But this is a great example of what it means by stacking the rib cage. So you're not leaning forward or leaning back or even leaning side. Like for instance, if you're in a pirouette position, we don't want to be here. We want the ribs to be in one straight line over the hips. The reason why this is so important is because when we're talking about balance, we want balance to feel easy, right? If you are out of alignment, it's gonna make balance 10 times harder than it is if you're in that one straight line, because you are right in line with the direction that gravity is pulling you down. So as gravity is pulling you down, the more you stack yourself, the easier it's gonna be to balance when you're in that position. So keep this in mind for your turns. Keep it in mind for posture at bar. Keep it in mind for anything where you are focused on your alignment, which, to be honest, is a lot of dance, right? But I think it's really gonna help you imagine not just the cue of being told to stack the ribcage over and over, but think about our skeleton man being in that straight line and your ribcage here coming back slightly so it's in line with your hips. I don't want you to be there, okay? Sometimes these can be really subtle differences and you might not even know that you're doing it. So it might be a good idea to record yourself balancing on one leg from a side view, get a really good view of your alignment, and that way you can go back and watch and actually see what it's like to be in a straight line. Are you in a straight line? Are you leaning forward, back, side? Are your hips going forward? Is your head going forward? Whatever might be happening could be impacting your balance, and that might be something that's really holding you back. So I hope that today's video helped, just clarifying this little cue and correction that you might get from your teachers. If you have any other corrections that you get from teachers that you aren't quite sure what they mean by it, leave a comment. I would love to help you out and I can make a video about it in the future. Lastly, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. I'd love to have you be a part of the BodyKinect community. Have a great day, dancers. I'll see you next week.